Hello, my loves, and welcome back to our 1-month workout challenge. Today is the last day we have with each other. Let's make it a good one. We have a full body sculpt today. Start down with me on your mat. Grab your equipment. You're gonna want some ankle weights and free weights if you have them. If not, all of this can be done with just your body weight. Hands are gonna play it down into your mat. Let's take our warm up. Inhale, drop into your belly, coming into our cat-cow, and exhale, round your spine. Tucking your tailbone, scooping your belly up towards the sky, and inhale, drop your belly. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, round your spine back up to the sky, tucking your tailbone, and start moving your spine in a circle, taking any variations that feel good for you, and reverse these circles. Let's stretch out through our hamstrings. Coming into your down dog, press your toes into your mat, sending your hips to the sky, right leg comes forward, driving through your hands, left knee hits your mat. Exhale, knee to nose, stretching through your hamstring. Inhale, driving through your right heel. Hips come to your mat, and exhale, press back into your nose to knee. And inhale, send it forward. I can't believe we've already done so many of these workouts. Pop your left knee off the ground, open out through your right arm, rolling out your wrist, send your hips back down towards your mat. Staying open through your right shoulder. Exhale, hands come to your mat, straighten both legs, popping your left toe up, and rocking back and forth. Knee comes to nose, head hangs heavy. 3, 2, and 1. Hands plant into your mat. Step back in your down dog. Hips come up to the ceiling. Left leg drives through. Heel plants on your mat. And sit here as you exhale. Send your knees to nose. Inhale, driving your hips back down towards the ground. Inhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Focusing on your mat, centering yourself, getting ready to focus and prioritize yourself. Pop up your right knee. Right hand comes to the mat, left hand comes to the sky. Send your hips back down towards your mat to stretch through your glutes. 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes to your mat, both legs straighten. Right toe comes 2 inches forward, head hangs heavy. Inhale as you rock back and forth, and exhale, turning out your toes, sending your hips to the mat, coming into your yogi squat. Rock it out side to side. Beautiful. Rolling out your wrists and coming back down into a tabletop position. We're going to start out with some leg movement. We're going to start working your right glute, but in order to warm up to your right glute, I want you to bring your left foot through your hands. So coming up into a kneeling lunge position, let your tailbone arch. I want you to feel this arch right here as your tailbone points behind you. And then I want you to scoop your tailbone under and squeeze so you're in a straight line from your hips down to your knees. Feel that squeeze in the back of your right glute. Inhale, let your tailbone send out, and exhale, round that tailbone under. Think about scooping through your core, scooping your tail between your legs. Inhale, let it sink out, and exhale, round. See how you straighten up tall from the top of your hip down towards your knee. Feel that engagement through your right glute. I want you to hold that here. Now, we're going to be bringing this up to the front. So switching legs. Feel that right glute. Push your heel into your mat. Feel that engagement. Grab your weights. Now that right glute is switched on and ready to go. I want you to hover here. Your left knee is hovering. Right foot presses into the ground, bringing up into a hovering lunge. Bicep curl up and down. Hands are facing the ceiling, bicep curl up and down. There we go. Can you drop a little bit lower into your hovering lunge? Option to drop your left leg on the ground if you need to, but I want you to try to stay in this hovering lunge. Today is all about challenging yourself, seeing how far you've come. There we go. Pulling something heavy off your mat with your biceps and lowering down with control. Pretend you've got 100 pounds in each hand that you are curling up and squeezing down. You've got 3. Keep your elbows tight to your torso. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Hands come towards your chest. Drop it down. Hands plant down to your mat. Step back into a plank. Right foot comes forward, squeezing up. Hands come up by your ears and back down. Hands reach your mat. Step back into a plank. Right foot comes forward, squeeze up. Hands come by, your shoulders come by your ears and lower. There we go. Step back into your plank. Glute squeeze down. Right foot drives forward. Hands come up, shoulders drive by your ears and lower. Plant those hands. Beautiful. Squeezing back. You've got 5. Drive it forward. Arms come up nice and strong. Here comes 4. Beautiful. Lowering down with control. I want these movements to be as slow as you can. Here's 3. Pushing up nice and strong through your arms. Beautiful. Here's 2. We're going to speed up on 1. Arms come up, back down. This is our last time with the weights. Drop the weights this time. Step back. Hands come up and speed it up. So back into your plank, right foot comes forward, hands come up, beautiful. Option to keep those weights in your hands depending on how light they are. And if you're comfortable using them, squeezing up nice and quick for 3. Beautiful, for 2. And on 1, hold it up. Option to grab those weights again, but we'll use them in a second. I want you to just tap in and out. In and out, left foot comes and taps next to your right foot, in and out, beautiful. Driving your shoulders down your back, don't let your shoulders pop up. Sink a little deeper in your right leg for 3. You've got this, 2. Here we go, on 1, take it back into your lunge. Right foot keeps driving through your mat, left toes are on the mat. Drive it down for 5, 4, sending your shoulders forward, 3, sending your hips back, 2, and 1. Hold it here, grabbing onto your weights, hammer curls, up and down. We're right back in that lunge that we were to start. Driving up and down. Can you lower down in that lunge just a little bit? Find that strength. You've got this. 5, 4. We have weighted lunges in 3. Good work. For 2. And on 1, curl it up, drop it down, squeeze up through your lunge, and squeeze all the way down. I want these to be slow, full range lunges. Tapping into those glutes, sending your hips back away from you. Beautiful. For 5. For 4, keep pressing through your heel. Wiggle your toes on your right foot to keep all that pressure through your heel. For 3. Good work. For 2. And on 1, squeeze all the way up, all the way down, and plant your weights back on your mat. Step back into your plank, knees drop, send it into a child's pose. Beautiful. We just cooked ourselves on that right glute, and it's time to tap into our left glute. So let's get our engagement in our left glute. Right foot is gonna come forward so we can tap into our left glute. I know it feels a little backwards, but I want you to feel that tailbone arch out, and then scoop your tailbone under and squeeze your glutes on your left cheek. There we go, let it arch out. Place your hand on your left glute and squeeze under. You're gonna feel all points of that glute squeezing. Beautiful, and exhale. Let your tailbone push out and round your tailbone under one more time. I want you to hold that, squeeze it right there. Squeeze your glutes so your core is nice and flat and your hamstring is nice and flat. There we go. Now switch for me here. Left leg is going to come forward. Grabbing onto your weights, tuck your right toe. Come into your hovering lunge on your left side. Beautiful work. Hammer curls this time. Squeeze up and lower. Up and lower. There we go. Hands are facing each other. Drop a little lower in your hovering lunge if you can. I want you pulling something up from the ground and releasing with control, like you've got bungee cords on your hands. You're pulling away from the earth and down. Option to drop that knee onto your mat if you need to, but try to see if you can hover. For 3. Here we go. For 2. Here's our combo on 1. Arms come down into your mat. Left foot steps back into your plank. Drive forward between your hands. Squeeze up. Arms come up. There we go. Down. Step back into your plank. Squeeze forward. Arms come up. Drive down. Stay strong through your core. Stay strong through your glutes. Press through your left heel. Squeeze up through your thumbs on your fingers. Squeeze. Plank. Left foot comes through. Here comes 3. Squeezing up. Can we lower those shoulders away from your ears? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Here's 2. Beautiful. And this is 2.5. Keep those glutes squeezed down. And this is our full last movement. All the way up, all the way down. Now leave your weights here as we speed up. Left foot comes through, arms pop up. Down, squeeze back. Left foot comes through, arms pop up. Keep your heel pressing through your mat the whole time. Heel presses, you lift. There we go. Down, hinging at your hips. Step back, hinge at your hips up. Hinge long forward. 3. Beautiful. Squeeze it up. Hinge long spine forward. For 2. All the way up on 1. Squeeze all the way up, all the way down. Step back and come back into your lunge. Arms stay long. Left heel presses into your mat. Drive your right toe to your left heel and extend, tapping in and out. Find your stability. Squeeze in through the inside of your thighs. Squeeze out and in, squeezing everything towards that midline of your body. Beautiful. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Drop a little lower in that left leg. For 5. 4, tapping in. 3, you've got this. 2, stepping back on 1. Hands come to heart center, drop down into your lunge, squeeze up. There we go. Only a few of these here. Dropping that right knee as close to the ground as you can for 5. Shoulders stay broad, but I want them leaning over on top of your knees. So shoulders on top of your knees and hips are pushed back for 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing your weights, hover. Right knee is 1 inch above the ground. We've done enough biceps. I want you to curl these in and squeeze out. Arms stay at this 90-degree angle, and now you're pulling out through your shoulders. There we go. Let this burn. You've got this. 3, 2, weighted lunges on 1. Drop those weights next to you. Squeeze up and down. Shoulder stays right over your knees. Beautiful. Drop it down. Squeeze up. Here comes 5. All the way down, all the way up. Get that right knee as close to the mat as you can for 3. Beautiful. Wiggle your front toes for me. Keep that weight in your heel for 2. And on 1. Plant your weights into the mat. Step back into your down dog. And toes come together. Sit back in a child's pose. Beautiful. Exhale. Let your head rest on your mat. Amazing work. We're going to grab onto just one of those weights. If you don't have a weight, that's okay. Place your hands together in a blade. I'm going to take off these ankle weights just so it's a little bit easier to kneel. We're going to be in a kneeling position for the next little while. If you have your ankle weights, put them on your wrists, and you're gonna keep that hand in a blade. I'm gonna show you with a weight if you have it. Arms are coming up. I want your elbows to stay back by your ears. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Sit back, drop your triceps down, and squeeze up. There we go. Drop your triceps down, squeeze up. Keeping your elbows back by your ears. Send your hips down, squeeze up. Inhale, exhale, squeeze through your glutes. Yes. I want you tapping into that mind-muscle connection so much that you let your glutes shake. Think about pressing your knees into the mat and then spreading the mat apart with your knees. So trying to split it down the middle with how much pressure you are exerting down and outward. Keep those elbows back for 3. There we go. If you don't have your weight, that's okay. Hands come into a blade for 2 and 1. Drop it down and pulse. Keeping your elbows back by your ears. Squeezing 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hold it down at the lowest point. Send those glutes back. Elbows bend and drive forward. Slight bend in your elbows. They're going to try to stay as straight as you can, but I want you to keep a slight bend in your elbows. If you don't have weights, keep your hand in a blade and lower down. Beautiful. Can you sink even deeper through your glutes? Let it shake for 5. For 4. Amazing. 3. Exhale. 2. Lifting up one last time. Squeeze through your glutes. Let your hands face the mat and pulse your palms down. Inhale. Strong exhale. Bring your belly button back to your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. One more inhale for me here. Exhale. Palms face each other. Open and close. Option to have your weights with you. Open and close. There we go. Keep those shoulders tall and strong. And close. Inhale, exhale like you're hugging into something. Open wide and exhale like you're hugging around something. I want you to open like there's putty between your fingers that's trying to keep them together, and close like you're holding on to something and closing it. Tapping into those chest muscles for 3. Drop your shoulders away from your ears for 2. Beautiful work on 1. Go ahead and drop it back down. Grab on to those weights and squeeze it up, coming back into those glutes. Squeeze up and lower. Beautiful. 5 more of these just to lock in this burn. For 3, squeeze those glutes forward like we did on those lunge warm-ups. For 2, good work. Moving into your abs on 1, coming down into a forearm plank. Forearms come down to your mat. Toes reach long behind you, shifting forward on your toes. Elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Can you squeeze your core, making your S sound? Draw your pelvic floor in and hold. Just like that, you got it. Stay here with me for a moment. Drop your belly down towards your mat and scoop your tailbone through your legs to squeeze up. Drop your belly down to your mat and scoop up to the sky. There we go. Dropping down, working through both our back muscles and our core muscles right now. Dropping it down. Squeezing, making your S sound to squeeze it up. You've got 3. Good. Squeezing down, lowering with control, keeping your core tight for 2. Yes, beautiful work. And on one, send your toes together, hips come back into a quick little child's pose before flipping around onto your back. And we're gonna take it into even more core. Grabbing onto your weights. Weights come in front of your eyes and legs come up to tabletop, dropping your right leg and left hand coming into dead bugs. Squeeze up, right hand and left leg extend. Option to just start with right leg, left leg, just to get the hang of it. And then including that opposite arm from opposite leg. I don't have a whole lot of room out here on my lanai, so I'm trying to do it the best I can with you, but really think about lengthening out as long as you can through your arm and through your leg. Beautiful. Try to keep that steady movement, lowering down with control and squeezing up. You've got 5. Beautiful. You've got 4. Keeping your legs slow, steady, and controlled. You've got 3. Right arm, left arm, right leg. Uh-oh, don't let me confuse you here. Now left leg, right arm for 2. And on 1, extend and pulse. Right leg, left arm, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Cross V up. Left arm, right foot. Drop it down and squeeze up. Option to place your right hand on the ground. You're just working through your left arm and your right leg right now. Squeeze up and down, tapping that arm and toe together. Squeeze down. You've got 3. Beautiful. 4, 2, inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap, and on 1, go ahead and bring your legs back up to tabletop, arms in front of your eyes, and we're going to switch. Right arm drops, left arm drops, pulse it out, dropping down, up, up, 1 inch at a time for 5, 4, send your low back into your mat, 3, 2, 1, tap them together, left toe and right hand tap together, lower down, exhale, squeeze, inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap together, send your low back down into your mat, inhale, lengthen and tap. So many of my neighbors are out and about right now watching me do this. It's really fun. We're all doing this together for 3. Beautiful. Did I already do 3? Who's to know? 4, 2, and 1. Tap it together. Drop down. Hands come behind your head. Legs come up to the sky, reaching right and left. Beautiful. Low back stays in your mat. And left. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Nice and strong. Pulling in that pelvic floor, reaching up even taller every single time. Beautiful. 3. Grabbing your weights in, 2. And on 1, weights come up, coming into a chest press. Drop your legs into a tabletop, drop them, extend out, squeeze up. Legs extend, arms drop, and squeeze up. Beautiful work. Legs extend, arms squeeze up, out, and curl in. Beautiful, low back stays in your mat. Squeeze up. You go 5. Strong for 4. There we go. For 3, elbows come narrow in 2. Good work on 1. Inhale up to the sky, hands face each other, dropping 1 arm at a time and dropping 1 leg at a time. So this time it's right and left. So feet tap the ground as your elbows tap the ground. Elbows stay close to your torso, hands face each other, driving down, squeeze up. Option to flex your feet to make this burn just a little bit spicier. Dropping same arm, same leg. Option to raise your neck and shoulders off the chest. Your back always stays locked in down towards your mat. Keep those arms nice and strong above you. Bringing those legs back into their tabletop, squeeze up, drop left, squeeze up. You've got 5. Good work for 4. 3, squeeze up. 2, amazing work on 1. Arms stay above you. We're opening into a chest fly. Open and exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. There we go. Send your low back into your mat. Exhale, squeeze up into a crunch. You've got 5 of these. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze up into a crunch. Legs stay in their tabletop. Inhale, leg, squeeze up into a crunch. Option to have those legs drop for the last 3. Squeezing up. Last 2, open out around your hug. And 1, squeeze everything into the center. Arms drop forward, pulse. 10, 9, keep your shoulders strong. 8, 7, 6, rolling around to a plank in 5, 4, shoulders stay strong. 3, 2, and 1, squeezing around into a plank. Woo, here we go. Weights are gonna come with you. Again, if you do have those wrist or ankle weights, they're gonna stay on your hands. Dropping back into a plank, toes come behind you. We are coming into rows. So roll those shoulders down and back, left arm rows, drop, right arm row, and drop. There we go. Left arm, drop, and right arm. Can we keep those hips as steady as possible? Driving your elbows back and down, squeezing like you're trying to pinch your shoulder blades behind you. You go 5. Good work for 4. Strong through your core for 3. Inhale, make that S sound. Exhale, 2. And on 1, hold it here. Drive your knees in. Right, extend. Left, extend. Mountain climbers, nice and slow. Left, extend. You go right. Squeeze your hips down. Left for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees drop to the ground. We're gonna keep tapping into your back. Roll your shoulders down and back. You're back into your kneeling position. Hinge at your hips. Arms drop down and row back. Squeeze down, row back, like you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades, and your shoulders sink down your back. Try not to wear your shoulders as earrings. I don't want them up here. I want your chest nice and broad. Driving back, sending your chest even closer to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, beautiful, squeezing back, elbows drive up. 5. Trying to drive your elbows towards your hip line instead of up towards the sky. Good for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Who's ready for one more leg burn to finish out the day? I know you are. Step it up into a squat. Here we go. Weights come center. Hinge at your hips, drop and squeeze. Drop, row back. Drop and squeeze. Drop, row back. Now let's not speed it up. Let's complicate this a little bit because we love that. Row back, fly out. Here we go. Row back, drive the top of your hand out. Roll your elbows back, drive your elbows up. There we go. Elbows come back, chest stays forward. Elbows come out, chest stays forward. Drive back, squeeze out. You've got this. Down. Drive back, hands stay facing each other the whole time, and out. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Do not engage through your traps. There we go. You got 5. Here's 4. Can you reach your hands towards opposite sides of the room? Let's slow this down. 3. Drive down. Reach your hands to opposite sides of the room. Down. 1. Pulse through your lunge. Pulse through your, what is this? A squat. Pulse through your squat. 3, 2. Hold it down on 1. Drive those elbows back. 5, 4. Good work. 3. Nice and strong. 2. Open up on 1. Drive it down. Bring your feet into a parallel lunge. So now you're just hinged forward, open out and down. Slight bend in those elbows as your pinkies rise up to the sky. Can we slow it down? Squeeze up and lower. If you don't have your weights, that's okay. Hands stay facing the ground and lower. There we go. Reaching fingertips to the opposite sides of the room for 3. Inhale, exhale. Keep that mind muscle connection for 2. And on 1. Hands come to heart center, squat it out for 10. There we go. For 9. Squeezing all the way up. For 8. Parallel squat here, all 10 toes face me. 7. Dropping even lower into your squat. 6. There we go. 5. Scooping those hips forward, squeezing through your glutes. For 4. Exhale, squeeze up. 3. Almost done, you guys. 2. And 1. We are all done. Bring those weights to the side of your mat. Let's cool down and stretch this out. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me for this entire month together. This has been so fun. We start off January the best way possible. So let's stretch it out and know that we're just slightly better than everybody else. What? Who said that? That's crazy. Forehead comes down to your mat. I'm just kidding, but I am proud of you for making a promise to yourself and showing up for yourself. There really is no better feeling. Drive your right leg through into your pigeon pose. Right knee comes behind your right wrist. And the right ankle is behind your left wrist. Exhale, fold over. Releasing through your head. Exhale. Hands plant on your mat. Next inhale, you tuck your back toe, squeeze up into a down dog, left leg comes forward, left knee centers behind your left wrist, and ankle is behind your right wrist. Exhale, fold over. Take your deepest inhale of the day. And exhale. Inhale, rise up into a seated position. Legs cross, spine is nice and tall. Close your eyes with me here as you place one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. Inhale. And hold. Exhale, releasing through your shoulders. And hold your breath down at the bottom. Day after day, we show up, we work out, and then we work together to calm our nervous systems. I know your body has to be loving this. Those endorphins, mixed with this moment of stillness. There really is nothing like it. I hope through this challenge you guys have found a new love and respect for your body. I hope you found a pride in your body. And I hope that you know that having access to you, your body, and your universe is such a privilege. I hope you walk with a new light around you. I hope you are teaching yourself every single day to walk with your shoulders back, to walk with the authority that you have, to walk with the radiance that is already yours. I hope every single day, whether it's in this challenge or outside of this challenge, that you are able to remember your own radiance, your own magnetism, and channel those more and more every day. You are the most powerful creator. You are the most beautiful soul. Relax a little deeper. Maintaining that connection on your heart and through your stomach. Letting your hands rest on your body. And one last time with me, pour love into your body. Reminding yourself that life is so much bigger than the size you are. Feel a gentle smile come over your face. Feel your shoulders relax a little more. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful work, you guys. This entire month, all of today, however long you've been showing up with me, I'm proud of you. I'm so grateful to share this time with you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you when I see you. I love you.